we do get a lot of the same complaints repeated, which shows us where we need to create some education. But the ones that we see the most often are poor contracting, breach of confidentiality, that's a big one, setting boundaries, and also misrepresentation. And that can be misrepresentation of what you have to offer as a coach or what your credentials are. So those are the top ones. Well, the real big thing is to be clear about your agreements. First of all, have an agreement. Written agreements I think are the most useful, because then there's always something to reference back, whether you're the client or the coach, in terms of the financial aspect, what the client's expectations can be, and what's clear between the coach and the client around that. And that's another thing, is just be really be in conversation with your client about what else needs to be in that contract and what the expectations. Have those written down. Stay aware of the quality of the client relationship. Notice if your client is not receiving benefit any longer. It's your job to be paying attention to that. I mean, the client might come and say things aren't working, but a lot of times they don't. And then a client might just decide to file a complaint and say, it's not working anymore. I decided not to go, and I want my money back. Well, it's great if a coach and client can really work through some of those things before it gets to a place of a complaint. Also, again, understanding the boundaries of confidentiality. For example, if you're an internal coach, you want to be sure that there's an agreement about how much the sponsor might be allowed to know, and put that in writing. I think that creates a little more confidence and trust with your client if they know that their boss isn't going to know the details of the conversations. And then just exploring, their needs, and include any of those needs in the agreement. And be really honest with yourself about your scope of working with your client, and be sure that what you offer is in fact coaching. Go to coachfederation.org and hit the ethics tab, or another way in is ethics@coachfederation.org. And there's a lot of information there. There's also a helpline for ethics, which you can call. And there's a community of practice for coaching that we always like to create some awareness around, and urge you to go there, because there's a lot of great information around ethics there.